Ooh boy, am I excited for today's episode. Only one more gym badge left and then it's Pokemon League time. For this one, it's also here in Neotropolis, but in order to get to it, we're going to have to progress to one of the higher levels, and we can't do that unless we have a high enough rank. Oh, and if you don't know what I'm talking about with the whole ranking system thing, I've probably gone over it in another video at this point, assuming the order which you're watching this in, but long story short, we need to be at least a B rank in order to access the second level. Speaking of which, this is the second level. While the first one was more akin to your busy town, if anything, this is where it truly becomes a metropolis. Nothing but towering flats and skyscrapers as far as the eye can see. There is a small town square though to give you some room to breathe. And within that town square you can find this city's second gym. So, if you're finished talking with the locals and checking out the large buildings, let's wrap this up, shall we? One more to go, let's do this! Wow, look at this place. Looks pretty different compared to all the other gyms we've faced so far. As for its gimmick, the gym is separated into multiple levels, each one having a teleporter that will take you to the higher level. But the teleporter is empty. In order to fuel it, you'll have to beat all of the trainers on that floor. Don't ask me how that would fuel the teleporter, it's just what you need to do in order to face the gym leader. But they must be pretty serious if they're forcing you to battle all of those trainers just to get to them. Oh, right, sorry Mom, go on. Alright, okay, right. Greetings, trainer. Congratulations for making it this far. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the gym leader. My name is Sonara, and this is my translator. This may be his voice, but he is speaking my words. If this was a game, he would also be a generic NPC as well, so that's why I'm using a very generic sprite, because he's basically a nobody. Oi! I require him in order to fully communicate with you. You see, I was born a mute, and I cannot speak. But I have not taken that as a limitation to my abilities. Despite my lack of a true human tongue, I have become one of the strongest trainers in the region. Was it a challenge training such Pokemon without having to communicate with them? Yes, but I am a person who has always admired the hard way out. I like a challenge, and the rewards that I've reaped from such risks are well worth it. I'm only telling you this, so you know very well that this battle will not be as easy as you may think. Many young trainers such as yourself have underestimated me due to my disability, and they have paid the price dearly. Very few have walked away with a gym badge from myself in hand. We shall now see if you will be one of them. Orangu, to battle. Cephalosaurus, to battle. Whew, she wasn't kidding. This video may make it look easy, but believe me, if this was a game, this would be pretty difficult. Anyway, she sent out a Pokemon called Cephalosaurus. Unfortunately, you won't be able to see this Pokemon in this arc, so you're going to have to watch another one if you haven't already seen this Pokemon already. Excavate, to battle! Ah, now this is a new Pokemon I can show off. This is the X-Ray Pokemon Excavate. It's the evolved form of Scalpion, evolving at level 33. It spends most of its time buried in the earth, with only its back and its tail being exposed. Those who mistake this Pokemon for a small rock often get a nasty surprise. Using the bulb on the end of its tail, it can lure in its victims towards it, like a Mothim in a flame. This Pokemon has a signature move called Visor Strike, where it waits a turn and then strikes the opponent with a powerful blast from its tail. Any physical moves the opponent uses during that time will be negated, so be careful. Frostlass, to battle. Alakazam, to battle. Cloydabra, to battle. Introducing Cloydabra, aka Project Intelligence. The end goal here was to combine Kadabra with Cloyster DNA, or more specifically, Shelder DNA, to try and get the same results as Slowking, only a more focused form of concentration, hence why Kadabra was chosen. However, this backfired. The Pokemon is nowhere near its intelligence, its armor is pathetic, and its psychic abilities are nowhere near as powerful. It can no longer read minds or even fly. Heck, the Pokemon has trouble sleeping due to how complicated its shell parts are. So it makes you wonder why they made this thing public in the first place. Greetings and salutations, fletchling trainers. I see that you have seen the incredibly diverse design of our Cloydabra. Quite exotic, isn't he? Well, if you would want such a intelligent and remarkably efficient Pokemon, then I would suggest hatching it from the egg of Shelabra, its pre-evolution. Its psychic powers and super hard shell makes it an expert in both physical and non-physical defensive combat. It should prove quite the battler if you choose to use it. Just make sure it doesn't accidentally fall over. Once it goes topside on its shell, it's pretty hard for the Pokemon to get up. Also, please ignore any coughing or bluttering once the Pokemon has finished its battles. Those are merely teething troubles. Also, I do apologize if there is no Alakazam-based evolution. Unfortunately, the evolutionary line stops here. There is no Alakazam, like Cloyster thing. But do not worry about that. These Pokemon are perfect just the way they are. Revolutionary and up-to-date. You won't want that frail Alakazam once you are done with these superior Alcamon. Well done, you two. That was incredible. Mom? Is something the matter? Oh, right. I apologize for my idleness, dear trainer. It's just, I was thinking about the Alcamon I was given. I felt sorry for it as I saw it struggling during our battle. It is a shame how many trainers underestimate their Alcamon and throw them away as if they're nothing. They see them only for their limitations and nothing else. I know the feeling. But you don't seem like that person. You seem like the type of person who would give any Pokemon a chance, no matter how strong or capable they are. I respect that, and I think you're more than deserving of this. It's called the Unity Badge. Since you beat me, I would have had to give you this badge anyway, but it gives me great joy to know that I have battled such an honorable trainer. May this badge, and this TM, which I shall give you, be a testament to how patient you are with your Pokemon. Remember, dear trainer, the road is never easy, but such difficulties shall only improve you in the end. Everyone has their own level of learning and their own level of progression. What's easy to some is a challenge to others, but the way I see it, you can either listen to everyone else, or ignore them and charge straight towards your challenges. I hope you do the same, player. Good day. Oh yeah, we did it! All 8 gym badges. Well, 9, but game exclusive. Anyway, We have enough badges to make it to the Pokemon League. Oh, and what a coincidence, the Pokemon League is also in this town on the highest floor. So, let's do that next time, as our journey through Revolu continues. Hey, player. I thought it was you. Glad to see that you made it here. And is that 8 gym badges I see? Well, congrats. Looks like you'll be able to see me in the Pokemon League, if you want to take it on. Although, take my advice first. I'd recommend making the most of your journey before even thinking about doing something like that. I know you're pretty much done now, collecting all 8 badges and all, but that's pretty much what I did as soon as I got my 8 gym badges. I took on the Pokemon League and, well, that was it. I kinda took my Pokemon journey for granted. So, trust me, don't take yours for granted. Enjoy it while it lasts, get to a point where you're satisfied with, and then call it quits. Because once you become a champion, well, that's it, there's not much else for you to strive for. Well, I suppose I can't complain. I had a good run while I was still doing it. And I still got all the experiences and memories to look back on. To be honest, the hardest gym leader I had to face was Sonara, the person located here. She was new at the time, but boy did she kick my butt when I first faced her. Took me 3 goes just to get it right, and you managed to do it on your first try. Well done. In fact, I think I wouldn't mind killing some extra time, seeing how strong you've become. I'm still training that Alcamon that the professor gave me, so how about a quick little sparring match? I was hoping you'd say that. Okay, player, let's go! Okay, let's do this. Go, Pupilark! Introducing Pupilark. This Alcamon is Project Devastator, and it is the evolved form of Dreepatar. However, despite that, not much has changed from its pre-evolution. In fact, it has a hard time keeping itself upright, especially with its incredibly heavy mask. Needless to say, this Alcamon is still pretty easy to take out, but it still has 1 evolution left, so who knows, you might be surprised. Oh, I miss this. Thank you, kiddo. That's the most fun I had in a long time. You know, I really do miss the days where I could just enjoy having battles for the fun of it. In our days, it's just contest. It's fun, but I never really get the chance to enjoy it in the moment, you know? But don't worry, I'll make sure to do just that once it's your turn to battle me. But again, I would recommend waiting a while before doing that. Oh, yeah, and even if you wanted to take on the Pokemon League now, you kinda can't. The rest of the Elite Four is out of town. Something to do with some shenanigans going off in the Hoenn region? I don't know. Point is, they won't be back for a while, so you have plenty of time to enjoy your journey while you still can. Although that doesn't mean the same for me, because I have to cover all of their... Hello? Yeah. Hey, look, okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, alright, I'll be there. And here we go again. Sorry, player, I got a dash. That's exactly what I was talking about. But hey, before I go, Charlie wanted me to pass a message on to you. They want to meet you in the forest not too far from town. I'll try and catch up with you as soon as I'm finished, but something tells me it's a little personal, so can you do me a favor and cover this for me, okay? I don't know if you know this or not, but they've had a bit of a hard time during their travels, so I think they'll need to see you. Later. Charlie wants to talk to us, eh? I wonder what it's about. Well, we can't really take on the Pokemon League at the moment, apparently, so it's not like we have anything else to do. So let's exit the city and wrap up this arc next time, as our journey through Reveloo continues.